Hey guys, it's Chelsea.
And Chris.
We are LBC Party of Five, and we are back with a much-awaited Q&A. Thank you guys for being so patient with us with getting to these questions. But I got them all here on my phone. It was actually up to 11 questions, so hopefully we'll be able to bust through all of these and make this just one quick video.
Okay, so this is a good one.
Well, I haven't even seen the question. Well, I've seen them, but I haven't seen them in a while because it's been so long since we were supposed to do this. But anyways, first, let's just hit it. How long have you been together, and what do you love about each other, and what irritates you about each other?
Oh, come on.
We've definitely had...
What do we love about each other?
Well... Oh.
Hmm?
Wait.
When we did
9 years we've been married.
No, that's wrong too.
I'm wrong?
Yeah, you're wrong. Drink.
10 years.
Take a shot or whatever.
No, but 10... Oh, yeah, last time we were... 10 years is going to be 2020.
Yeah.
So that means 9 years married. In October. We'll be married 9 years. So this year, yes, is 9 years.
Okay, I go by today, not the future. And
I go by the year.
Together for 11. Is that math right?
See?
Wait, it's 2019. 2008, that's 11 years. We've been together, we've been married 9. Okay, so you weren't incorrect. Okay, sorry.
Thank you.
Okay. What annoys me, what annoys me is when we argue, you can't win. You have to have a lawyer present. You have to have evidence submitted prior to the argument. It's not fair. You will lose, so there's no point.
So you don't like arguing with me because you feel like you don't have the proper evidence?
Yeah, I need, like, I have to...
So that means that's you disagreeing.
No, I have to be, like, part of... I have to join... No, I have to pass the bar to argue with you. That's what's annoying.
Okay, well...
And the way you load the dishwasher.
We already know that. I don't do the dishwasher. What annoys me about you...
Nothing.
Is that you think you're so perfect.
Oh, please. I definitely do not think I'm perfect.
Yeah, but your way, he's not my way or highway, but...
When it comes to cleaning, it is my way, because it's right, always.
But you have a tendency of, like, trying to do, like, your own thing without really considering everybody else. It's just, this is what we're doing, and that's it.
As far as cleaning, or is everything else?
Pretty much. I think, because remember the roles were kind of they were reversed before, where I was the one. Now you're kind of like more...
I have a voice now?
No, I'm not saying that you didn't want it before.
Okay, yeah.
Now, since you
transitioned... I've taken...
That's what I'm trying to say.
I've taken the helm. I'm the captain of the ship now.
No, I still say that it's the both of us, but I
say captain of the ship. I didn't say I run the ship.
Okay. But you try to take the reins a lot more. That's not what annoys me, but the part that is annoying is that sometimes you like go off the rails to get to what you want to get to when I can like I think more logically, and I have to like see all the steps planned out in my head before I actually execute, and he's just like, well, yeah, let's just do this. Yeah, but you can't get to that unless you do.
Let's go to the concert tomorrow. Oh, yeah, there's babysitting.
We gotta do
okay, all right. I agree with that.
It's not that I hate it, but it is a little irritating sometimes.
Right, you just gotta take the journey.
Yeah, but I know that about you, and that's never changed. 2, what advice would you have on, this might have to be a separate, on being able to cut toxic family members out of your life? That might have to be...
Yeah, jeez.
We did do a prior video about this, and we probably should redo it because things have changed.
Yeah. But toxic family members, yes, a different video.
Yeah, well, stay tuned for that. We will address that.
Yeah.
Number 3, have you ever had a crush on someone and it not be reciprocated? Nah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, all the time. I didn't necessarily tell people that I had crushes, but yeah, all the time. Friend zoned hard. Friend zoned hard, yeah.
Okay. I believe
Never?
No.
That's annoying. Go back to number 1. That too. You've never had a crush?
I've never had a crush on someone where I didn't know that they already... No.
How does one exist?
Because
I don't understand. How do you have that life experience?
If I want, I have. So how can I have a crush on somebody
If I want, I'll do your homework for you. And maybe you'll like me after that.
What?
Yes, the answer to it
Don't
is
hate
yes.
my journey. Don't
Whatever.
hate on my journey.
Okay, you're right. I'm not gonna hate on your perfect journey.
That's not perfection. I wouldn't say that either.
As far as crushes, yeah.
But then again, I didn't like really entertain a lot. Like I had a lot of friends, but I didn't really.
They were all your crushes. They all had crushes on you, guaranteed.
That may be, but.
And you just thought they were really good friends. They would like walk down fire for you. Hot coals.
Okay, Chris.
I'm just saying.
I think you're.
I'm just saying. I think they would have. There's no way to have that many good friends and not one of them have a crush on you. I'm just.
Not all of my friends was gay though. And the
Gay
ones
is
my
just a
guy
label.
friends knew about me, so they wasn't.
Okay, let's not talk about the guy friends. They were all had crushes on you.
Anyways.
Guys, girls, they had crushes on you.
I'm trying to make this one time.
Okay, I'm sorry.
One video.
Alright, just saying, good.
Okay, 2019 goals. Damn, this was from like December.
Jeez, goals.
I know.
Finish the year strong. Get out of debt.
I'm working on them now.
Self-care.
Yeah, so much has happened that our goals pretty much have stayed the same, but it's just like I have to compartmentalize them. Is that the
Can I say
right?
that word? But yes, that's correct.
Like I have to attack every little one. But yeah, it's basically the same thing, just self-care. I had to simplify it this
Yes,
year. I feel like I need to simplify and get rid of things that I really don't, that aren't useful in my life, whether that's people, things, whatever. Just get.
I agree. And gains.
Gains.
Muscle gains.
Fears of being a trans dad. So that was directed at you. Have you had any fears of being a trans dad?
Oh yeah. Oh God. Like 2 weeks before she was born, I had like a breakdown. Not necessarily because I was a trans dad, but because I wasn't sure that I was going to be enough for her. Like I wasn't sure I had enough knowledge, finances, just I felt like I wasn't gonna be enough for her. And then once I had held her, all that went away. But yeah, I was out on the deck drinking gin, smoking a cigar,
Yeah,
crying.
you needed to be alone that day.
It was awful. It was like so
I didn't know what the
sad.
hell was going on.
It was so sad. But I was just like so overwhelmed. I was like, oh my God, like she's coming. She's coming. And I didn't know what to do, like how to handle it, who to talk to.
What about now, though? Because when we first had her,
Mm-hmm.
you didn't come out to me as trans yet. You didn't come out.
Right,
as that.
right.
So what about like now?
Now?
Do you have any fears now?
I'm just making sure that when I'm not here, that she's okay. And you know, you take steps and you meet your 2019 goals to make sure that that happens. But I just have that in the forefront of my mind to make sure that when I'm not here, she's still gonna be okay.
That's like for any parent, though. I don't
Right.
even think that's.
It's not trans, like
I don't feel like it. I mean, I don't live the trans experience personally, but I don't feel like. How do you transparent? You know what I mean? Like you're just a parent.
Right.
Like everything on paper, especially now, like there's no question.
Right. Everything's squared away in that part. Okay, prior to everything being squared away, yes, that was a huge fear.
Okay, there
Yes.
you go. I think that's what
Yes. See?
they were going for.
You got there.
Okay.
If my paperwork was still jacked up, yes. But no.
Because even going through the process with, like we're getting her a passport, because she's the only one in the family that doesn't have a passport, and we want to be prepared by next year. Just,
Handmaid's Tale.
Current climate, Handmaid's Tale. We ain't trying to have none of that mess going on with this family. So she's the only one that doesn't have a passport. And even with that situation, like we had to rush and get his birth certificate changed, then we can then change
Her birth
Carter's birth certificate, just so then everything, there's no question.
Right, everything's lined
So
up.
in that respect, that's definitely
that was
something.
a big fear.
Yeah, that comes up, and just I don't think we've announced, but our baby girl, she gonna be going to school next year.
Yeah.
And even registering her for that, he
Yeah.
wasn't there for it, but I only had her original birth certificate that's the only thing that hasn't been changed yet, where it still shows that there's 2 parents, but obviously it's under his prior name of Crystal. Excuse me. And I'm just watching the lady like go through, making sure all the paperwork is correct and everything. And I could tell that she's reading through it, and she knows that I refer to, you know, Dad as my husband, or, you know, as the father, he's listed in the paperwork. But then she sees that, and then I was like, I didn't want to have to like explain it. Like, is it going to be something that I have to explain?
Yeah.
And then she just, you know, brought the fresh air, because she just looked at me and just kept it moving.
Yeah.
So in that respect, I could see it. But that's, again, just because that's the one piece of paperwork that's still not matched up yet.
But it will be. It's in the process.
Yeah. What else? How do you remain so calm with such a busy household? Alcohol?
Stop.
No, I've only had to resort to that like maybe 3 times.
We're usually on the same page with that, and it's like we're such lames now. It's like, you know what, Jessica? You know what? I'm having a glass of wine,
and I don't get
and it's
it.
just one
Or I just have the one glass.
It's just one glass.
That's all it takes right
Yeah,
now.
for
I
both
haven't.
of us. I don't even drink wine, and I'm like, yep, I'm good. And I feel like such a rebel. Like, I'm drinking wine on the school night. That's so bad.
That's because we've been so far removed because of everything else that's been going
Yeah.
on. We weren't able to just enjoy and have
Right.
fun like we used to, and that was
Right.
part of it. Like we would, you
How
know.
to remain calm? I don't know. God, that keeps us calm.
And just taking it literally day by day.
Hour by hour sometimes.
How long do you go without speaking after an argument?
Oh.
Who wants to go first here?
There is no...
Petty Peter.
There-
Who wants to
there
go
is-
first here?
There is no silence allowed.
That's
There
not
is
true.
no. There is. If there is silence, there is standing, and there is staring.
But you're petty as fuck.
And then she goes,
Really?
"So you're really not gonna say anything?"
You don't even do a good impression. You don't
You
really
have
like
to.
that.
You have to talk until she's talked out.
No. If you say what you're supposed to say, if you acknowledge
No, what I have to
and
do
put
is
some
this.
respect
What I
on
have
it, then
to-
there is no.
No, I have
You
to
are
go.
self-disrespectful sometimes.
I am sorry because on Wednesday, May such and such.
I don't. You act like
I
I hold
apologize.
grudges. No, I
And
don't.
I'm not
I
saying,
deal with that stuff.
But you remember, so I have to be prepared. So I have to be in my notes like, okay, I said I would call you back in 5 minutes, and it was 8 minutes.
Don't
and I
stop playing me.
apologize for
Stop
neglecting
playing
your
me.
feelings.
Stop
That's how I
playing
have
me.
to apologize to you. And then she goes,
For 3 minutes.
and what else? And then you're like, for breathing,
Stop playing me.
you vicious.
You trying to dog me right now, and I don't
I'm just
appreciate
saying, it's
it.
about time your character got
No.
assassinated. It's
I
about
don't
time.
appreciate that.
It's
Watch.
the truth.
Wait.
It's the truth.
It's not the truth.
It is the truth.
Because, okay, first off, I am a true, you don't go to bed angry at each other.
You don't go to bed at all.
You don't go to bed angry with each other. You can disagree.
Mm-mm.
You can.
You get arguing.
Will you
All right.
stop playing?
I love you though. From the bottom.
You have to argue in a healthy way, and I feel like I argue in a healthy way. I don't call you out your name. I used to. I don't curse you out. I don't do none of that stuff. But you need to. Both people need to be heard when you're having a conversation, and especially if it's going down where there is a disagreement. Both parties still need to be heard.
Mm.
So when this is what Chris tends to like to do, he'll say his piece, think that there's no repercussions to it, that there's going to be no response to it. And again, you already saw it before. You even said it before. You got to be a lawyer to be able to talk me down. So if you know that you're going to get a response from me, you can't be like, all right, after you said your piece, end the conversation. No, that's not how this shit works.
I never said end of conversation. I've never used that phrase. I just don't talk anymore because I'm done. I have nothing else. And you like to argue.
You say I'm done with the conversation. That's what you say. I'm done with the conversation.
Before I got diagnosed with sleep apnea.
Really? We're going to go back to that? We're going to go back to that?
My memory was affected due to my lack of oxygen to my brain. Okay? She wants me to have dates, times, and when did you say this? I don't remember what you said 10 minutes ago.
I don't ask you. No. I never ask you when did you say this because my brain is like a recorder. I can tell you when it was said. I don't need to take notes for that.
Unless you want to jack up fast. Let's not go into your contracts and how you renege on everything.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying. I'm telling it.
But that's not the truth.
That is the truth.
That's fake news. I don't understand what you're trying to do right now. I don't understand what you're trying to do right now.
Why are you getting your shoulders all in the video? Put your shoulders down. Next question.
You a lie.
Put them shoulders back.
You a lie. You a lie.
No slouch.
It's all right.
Why are you slouching? Why are you slouching? You have to get your Timbs on. Sit up. Put your shoulders down. I don't want to fight you.
Then stop lying. Stop lying, Greg. Oh my God. I can't with you right now. I can't even, I shouldn't even post this because you ain't being serious right now.
I'm being serious right now.
No, you're not.
You're like a mama beating the kid on each syllable. What you really trying to do right now, Greg? Okay, next question.
You ain't right. You ain't right. So to answer the question, because we didn't even answer the question.
What was the question?
Oh my God.
What was the question?
How long do you go without speaking after an argument? It is not long, because even when he does shut things down, and I will give him his time to sleep, because he works overnights, and obviously I work during, like regular working hours during the day. So I'm not gonna do you like that. I will remove myself. I'll remove myself. I'll go in the back while he's, I'll even ask him, do you want to go get your machine? You want me to tell it? You want to go get your machine because you ain't sleeping in the bed with me? Okay. Because you ain't sleeping in the bed with me. I'm not saying, if you ain't talking to me, you don't need to sleep with me. So.
Wait. I remember that night. That was so fun.
Yes,
You want to come get your machine? I got to pack it up. My little band bag. Unplug it.
We gotta do a nighttime routine where this is hilarious.
It's a big to do to get kicked out the room. Go sleep on the couch. Fine.
That's why I said. So but that's my point. Even though I was mad and I wasn't liking how you was responding, I was still giving you the opportunity to go in the bag. I would have slept on the couch. I don't care. I just didn't want to sleep with you. In the same way, if you wasn't going to talk to me, then you didn't need to sleep with me. And I was still trying to give you. I wasn't trying to take that benefit away because I know you need the machine to sleep. So, even with that said, I will let things go. I think I let things go a little quicker than I did before, or in the past, I should say. But I won't go past that. Like, yeah, I'll let him go to work, let you do your thing. But the moment that we're talking again, which is only, like, it's literally the next day, within 24 hours.
Yeah, we always got something going on.
I don't let it up until he clarifies, until he, I don't let things
clarify.
Yes. What you was at fault for. That's what happened.
Right.
So we don't argue. We don't let days pass, weeks pass.
No.
We don't hold on to shit like that. And that's why we're able to. I think that's part of the reasons why we are able to stay together as long as we have so far, because we don't let shit like just wallow and grow bigger. Like, 'cause when you let a small problem go and you're either what's the word, harboring, or you're putting things in the bank to bring
against the person.
Right, to make a case against that person. Like, you're putting too much energy into that negativity, and I don't got time for that. I really don't have time for that no more. So even in that last instance that I was just talking about, even though he was shutting me down, and I don't like being shut down at all, because I feel like I'm not being heard. I didn't have the energy to even like go at it that night. So I did go in the back and I did lock the door, but my subconscious, I was so mad at that. I thought I heard the baby crying, even though it wasn't on the monitor. I got up, I unlocked the door, thinking that it was the baby, realized that it wasn't, closed the door, and then like 2 minutes later he comes walking in. And I was like, damn, you got me again.
Got me a key now. Got me a key.
But how often still? That still doesn't happen that often. And we don't let things fester for longer than a night.
Yeah, we got issues.
We don't.
We got real stuff going on.
We got too much. Like, I don't got time for the petty shit. You got time to be petty, Peter, but I don't got time for that.
Oh, I got time. Oh, I got time to be petty.
I know that. Leo and you, again.
Mm-hmm. You hungry?
But
not tonight.
But it's not healthy. It's not healthy to do otherwise. Like I don't got enough time. I don't have enough energy to be holding in some negative stuff when I have to see this person every day anyway. Like what?
Yeah.
For what? I'd rather just have fun, laugh shit off like we do. Like this is what works for us. It works. Okay, almost done.
Good.
Do you have different parenting styles?
Yes.
There are more similarities than differences.
Yeah, the foundation is the same, but sometimes the techniques are different, and sometimes we'll switch it depending on the situation, our styles.
Yeah, but we pretty much agreed on how, like, the upbringing and stuff.
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, but the style is different.
Okay. What are your thoughts on being seen as couples goals? I thought that was cute.
I think that's funny.
Yeah, I think it is too. It's not. It's
a
weird,
compliment.
But it is a compliment. But
I wouldn't mind being somebody's hashtag goals.
I don't feel like I am. I think it's an honor. I don't feel like I'm couples goals, but if you feel like there's something that resonates when you watch us, I mean, thank you.
Imagine somebody. Why can't you be more like that? That's funny.
Like, we crazy though. Like, and what works for us doesn't, like, I don't know. It's a good thing though. I appreciate it.
We laugh a lot.
Yeah, so that's what makes it fun. How do the teens feel about Carter being sick?
They don't care.
Yeah,
As long
not
as it
that they
doesn't
don't
affect them.
I don't think it's that they don't care, because especially like when Lena was with me at the hospital, like she gets very defensive and territorial over her sister when she thinks that someone's hurting them.
I didn't see it, so I don't know.
There was a video. I posted it, and I told you. But anyway, yeah, she does get, when she knows that Carter's uncomfortable, or when she used to be scared of, like the needles and stuff like that. We know that it's not to hurt her, and we know it doesn't hurt her. She's just scared. But Lena didn't know it the first time that she went to the hospital with us, and she was so, like, you should have seen the death stare that she was giving the nurse that was,
Really?
like, and she got up and got closer, like, what you gonna do? I was like, it's okay. It doesn't hurt her. She's just scared of, whatever. So she does get defensive over her, or not defensive. She gets protective over her sister. But I don't think that they really felt the gravity of or the severity of how this could have gone.
They never did.
And Carter makes it so that much more easier because she doesn't act like she's a sick kid, let alone someone that's dealing with the terminally.
Like now she says, I'm not feeling good today, Delina. So I need more pepperoni. Like, like now that she's more verbal, she could say, I'm not feeling good, or this hurts, or something like that. But I still don't think that they really understand the severity.
But it's because they haven't, like, if they saw her in the hospital, then it would be something different. Right, like
if they went with us to the clinic more often, like, they would see. But they've never been.
Not even. Because she doesn't act like the other people that are there.
Right.
Like, they would see it with the other ones. Like, why do they seem like they can't handle it when she's able to do it? But it's not. It's just the way that it turned out.
But most kids her age group are all like that. They're real resilient, and they bounce back, and they come in happy. And yeah, I think it's her age group.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Don't let it be me. Shoot, I stubbed my toe. I'm out.
So they are handling it well, and they enjoy, like, the perks, I guess you can call it, that come along with it, because they've been able to experience a lot of things along with her that are positive and new for them.
Fun.
So, but I still don't think that they get it.
Yeah.
Not because they don't care to, but you all know that they're both special needs, so it really has to.
Right.
It really has to negatively affect them for them to have that type of response, I feel like.
Right. Like, she's not sick if she's dancing with you.
Right.
even though she is.
And last one, yeah. Do you have? Oh, we did this too. Do you have a religious belief? If so, what? We're both Christian.
Yeah.
Still. Yeah, we did a whole series kind of on it, and then
I became
let it
Christian
drop.
later in life. We go to a Bible-based church. We're more spiritual than anything. We are not religious. We don't really do rituals or anything like that.
I would like to be able to go to church more, but just because of the scheduling and everything, it's kind of hard to do that. But
it's not like, you know.
That's not what makes us.
Right. That doesn't, like, going to church helps me connect with other people and get different like messages from God, but that doesn't really, like, that's not my basis with my relationship with God.
That's a good way to say it. Yeah.
Right. Like, my salvation comes from, you know, Jesus Christ. My relationship with God is through him, not the pastor at the pulpit.
And I don't feel like there should be a conflict split between, I think obviously they asked that because we're part of the LGBT.
Oh, and then we go to church. Not to our faces, never to our faces. It's all hugs and kisses every time.
Mm-hmm. But that's also where we go. Not every place,
right.
I'm sure, would be like that.
Right, and if not, like, you know, God deals with me, not you.
And that's how it's supposed to be.
Right. Don't waste your energy
One-to-one
on
a
this
personal
earth,
level.
taking away from your purpose on this earth to be dealing with me. Let God deal with me, and you deal with what he gave you to deal with.
Boom.
Bam. Hit with the shoulders and everything. Stop wasting your time. Worry about me. Worry about you. Right? Did I take over?
I can't with you. But that is it for this Q&A. Thank you so much for the people that sent in the questions. We really appreciate you, you know, continuing to watch us and follow us on our journey and continuing to support and uplift our family, regardless whether we're posting or not. But we do have a lot more coming to you, so stay tuned. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Love you guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.